Okay, so let's continue previous class what we discussed here. Class. राहुल आवाज आ रही है? Hello.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the first class we discussed the three-phase control type rectifier, their circuit diagram and output voltage. Okay. So we already discussed there which thyristor conduct at a particular instant of time. So just try to share the screen and continue. Okay, so this is the circuit diagram for the three-phase control rectifier. Why it is called three-phase control rectifier? Rahul? Why it is called three-phase control rectifier? What is the difference between the uncontrolled rectifier and controlled rectifier? So only the power electronic switching devices. Na? In uncontrolled rectifier, we will use diode, but in control rectifier, we require to use control switching, power switching electronics devices, that is thyristor, MOSFET, IGBT, whatever you may want. So if you use thyristor, then it is known as the control rectifier. Okay, three-phase. So we already discussed the circuit diagram and which thyristor conduct at a particular instant of time according to the source voltage waveform. Okay, so this waveform we already discussed here, and the output voltage waveform we already explained in the previous class. It's part 1. So here, whatever we try to connect here, that means next one we discuss about the output current. Okay, up to this point, output voltage we already discussed in the previous class. So next is our output voltage waveform. Okay, so output voltage waveform is represented by I0, that is constant. Okay, this current, output current is your constant because the presence of inductance in the load circuit. Okay, as we know that the inductance store the energy, and when the thyristor do not conduct, they will be uh, dissipate of energy stored in the inductor. Okay, so current cannot reduce to zero, always flow at a constant value. Okay, so this is your output current waveform, that is always flow a constant value, whatever may be 5 ampere, 10 ampere. So this one is your constant value. So this is the waveform of this constant value of load current due to the presence of inductance. Okay, now if you want to find the current of thyristor 1, okay, current of thyristor 1, that means what current flow this thyristor number 1, so this thyristor, okay, this is thyristor 1. So we want to waveform of the current flowing through this thyristor 1. Okay, so whenever the thyristor conducted, okay, whenever the thyristor T1 conducted, so at which instant thyristor T1 conducted from this point to this point, you know, this point to this point, thyristor 1 conducted. So from this point, you just draw this one line from this point to this point. You know, this point to this point, your current IT1, suppose like this one. And before that, because the thyristor 1 do not conduct, so current is 0. Okay. So up to this point, current is 0 through the thyristor 1, and when it conduct during this instant from here to here. Okay, so current form just like this, look like this one. And again, when do not conduct, suppose that T3 is conducting from this instant, so current through the thyristor 1 is 0. And next, after T3, T5 is conducting. Okay, so up to this instant, the current is 0. And T1 has started conduction after this point. Okay, so T1, T3, and T5. So next is your T1. So from this point, then for the output of current waveform, suppose like this one. So this is the waveform of current flowing through the thyristor number 1. And this one is used for load current, that means I0. Similarly, if you want to draw the current, that means IA, IB, IC, you concentrate here. That means this current IA, this current is your IB, and through this phase is your IC. So we want to the waveform of the current IA, IB, and IC. Okay. So just the waveform of the output voltage, and corresponding to that, you may draw the current IA, phase IA, IB, and IC. Okay. So at this instant, this is your negative one, A, is it not? VA, VC minus VA. So A is a negative. So current started from this point, that is negative, and again go to the 0. Okay. Then go to the 0 up to this instant. So VA voltage appear from this instant. Okay. Here VCA can be written as VC minus VA, is it not? Rahul, are you there?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So at this instant, VCA voltage appear. That means VCA equal to VC minus VA. So phase voltage VA is negative. So IA start from the negative, I0. Okay. And at this instant, VA is not present. That means 0. Current through this one is your 0. Again, VA appears at this instant. Voltage VAB, that means VA minus VB. So VA is your positive. So I0 go to the positive value of I0 output voltage, output current. Okay. And up to this point, VA is positive. Is it not? This one is your VAB, that means VA minus VB, and this is your VAC, that means VA minus VC. So in both the instant, VA is your positive. So from this point to this point, VA appear. Is it not? So current flowing through IA is your this point to this point. In the next, from this instant, IA not a V voltage is not appear. So this one again go to the 0. Okay. So this one again go to the 0. Hello. Rahul,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
are you there? Have any problem? Just
Yes,
tell
sir.
me. Have any problem?
No, sir. No, sir.
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just don't do anything. So from this instant, VA is not appear. Okay. So this current, so IA is 0, decrease to 0 from this instant to this instant. Again, at this instant, you may be observe that voltage VBA appear. Is not? So VBA equal to how much? VB minus VA. So negative voltage appear. That means goes from this 0 to negative value of I0. Is not? So from this instant, go to the negative value of the I0. From which point? Up to this point. We will find out negative phase voltage of VA appear from this point to this point. This one is your VBA, that means VB minus VA, and from this instant, this is your VCA. So again, VC minus VA. VA is negative up to this point, is it not? So IA start flow from negative value of I0 from this instant to this instant. Okay, and again VAB is not appear VA, so this one again goes to the 0 value. So this waveform is repeated across the phase A, IA. So is it clear? IA. Hello, Rahul?
Yes, sir. Phase A
Oh,
is clear.
okay. So just tell me about the phase current of the IB. Is it? Just explain me this one. Just similar
In
to
the
this one,
first
IA, phase
section,
IA. Just
B
you
is not
find,
available, so it is
yeah.
0.
So at this point, VB is not available. So current is 0. Is not. At this instant, you will find out VCB. That means VC minus VB. So negative voltage appear here. So current start to flow of the negative I0 output current. Okay. From this instant to this instant, VB is your negative voltage. Okay. Because VC minus VB, VA minus VB. So from this point to this point, IV is your negative I0. Is it not? Again, similarly, you find out from this instant, VB is not appear. Okay. In the output voltage, here VAC is appear. From this point to this point, current is IV is 0. And again at this instant, VB is appear. Is not. This one is a VBC. That means VB minus VC. So VB is your positive value appear here. From this point to this point, VB is positive. So IV is positive value from that means I0 from this point to this point. Is not. And again follow the same waveform. If VB is present, then IB is present. If VB is not VB is not present, IB is not present. Similarly, can you draw for the IB also? Is it okay?
Yes,
So,
sir.
so this waveform circuit diagram or waveform, we just want to simulate in MATLAB. Okay. So when we are going to design this circuit diagram in MATLAB, so just you always keep this circuit diagram component or either you maybe take a picture of this one. So when we are going to design in the MATLAB, all the component we required for take from the Simulink library to workplace and simulate accordingly the circuit. Okay. So just we go to the MATLAB and try to design the circuit. Okay. So just open the MATLAB. Where is the MATLAB? So open the MATLAB. That means just open any model. So just wait few minutes for open the MATLAB. Then we start to simulate this circuit. For the MATLAB. It takes some time for opening the MATLAB. Wait few minutes. So how you can try to simulate the model in MATLAB? Any model? Rahul?
Yes, sir.
how we can simulate any model in MATLAB.
So first we have to open the simulation window and then
Yeah, just
select
open
the
the simulation window.
equipment.
We already opened this one.
Yes,
Next,
select the equipment.
select the equipment. Where we select the equipment?
So
First
from
of all, we create
si-
new workspace, na, where we try to
Simulink
simulate the
library.
circuit. Is not?
Yes,
So,
so from the Simulink library we have to select.
from Simulink library, we select the element. Before that, we open a new workspace where we simulate the circuit. This is your MATLAB window, is not? If you go for this icon, that means a new folder, and click here Simulink model. Okay, so new workspace create where we simulate the model. Okay, so just create one new workspace. Just wait few minutes. I think are you present in the previous classes also? So are you familiar with how we can proceed for any model design in a MATLAB? Is it not, Rahul? I think you are present in the previous lab also. So just tell me procedure step by step how we can design any model in MATLAB. So just wait few minutes. A new workspace is created here and take some time. So it takes some time for opening MATLAB. Just we wait 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. So now just create the workspace here with name of untitled. Okay. In this place we just simulate the circuit. So this untitled folder we just want to save. So just go to the file and save as in any folder where you will be comfortable, where you want to save this model. So just I want to save this model in this Simulink lab folder. So Simulink lab folder, we already simulate some model, that means 1 to 13. So this is name as anyone, you maybe name as this one, model number 14. Okay, and save. So this model is your save in folder with the name of model 14. So you may check it. This one is save as the model number 14. So now just tell me next procedure. Next what we do here. That means, yeah, so this untitled model is named with model number 14 and new workspace is created here. We design that circuit, or that means three-phase control rectifier with the RL load. So next step is go to the Simulink library, is it not? So what are the components required for the circuit? Just tell me. For this circuit, what are the different components required? Rahul?
So
सर्किट बनाने के लिए कौन कौन सा कंपोनेंट लगेगा? वो
so
कंपोनेंट
diodes.
सिमुलिंक लाइब्रेरी में कहाँ पे मिलेगा ये भी ध्यान में रखना है, कौन सा ब्लॉक में मिलेगा. सर्किट डायग्राम में अभी डायोड यूज किए थे हम लोग या कौन सा डिवाइस यूज किए थे? These power electronic switching devices we have used in the circuit diagram. Diode or anything else? You have not remembered the circuit diagram? So just go through this one. Which type of power electronic switching device is this one? Just tell me which type of component we have to require for simulating this circuit. One is a three-phase AC source. Is it not?
Three-phase transformer.
Three-phase AC source.
Delta star transformer.
Okay. Delta star transformer. That means three-phase AC source. Honestly. And next, what component? Another component is your. What is the name of this one? Switching devices.
Thyristor.
Thyristor. So how many thyristor required? Just count it. How many thyristor required here?
So 6 thyristor.
6. And next, load. Okay, so which type of load? This is RL load, resistance and inductor. Okay, so just basically all these points keep in your mind, and just again we go to the Simulink model library. So this is your model 14 we have to save, and from the Simulink library we just drag the block. Okay, so from this block Simulink library, you have to first of all go to the SIMSCAP. In SIMSCAP, where you got the thyristor and RL load. So go to the SIMSCAP, and in SIMSCAP, you can go to the SIM power system. Are you able to see here this thing? Rahul? Rahul, are you find here SIM power system? So just click on the SIM power system, and then you will find various type of component. That means electrical source, element, machine, measurement, and power electronics. Okay, so go to the electrical source, click on electrical source. So various type of electrical source available here. You maybe choose according to that. Okay, so we require three-phase source. Okay, we require three-phase source, or you maybe take three AC single-phase AC source, whatever you may want. So click on this three-phase source and add in model number 14. So this three-phase source, I think now available in model number 14. Now we just drag from the library to three-phase source in workspace. Okay. Next we require thyristor. Okay. So how we can got thyristor? This block. Go to the power electronics. Is not. Rahul. So we go to the power electronics. Just click on the power electronics. Various type of switching devices available here. Power electronics. So we require thyristor. So just go to the click on the thyristor. Add to the model number 14. Okay. And next we required load. That means element. So just go to the element. So various type of electrical element is available here. Just go to this Reach RLC branch and add to the model number 40. Next, what we require? Power guide. Okay. Power guide. Just click on. This is a search block. If you don't know where any particular block is consist, so directly just go type on the search and just place enter. So power guide here. So again just drag to the model number 14. And next we require some measuring devices. That means voltmeter, a meter for the measurement of current and voltage. So just go for the measurement. Here voltage is available and current is ammeter is available for the measurement of current, and voltmeter is for the measurement of voltmeter. So just you click on the and add to the model number 14. Okay, just click here for the emitter. Now this is just all the component what we required for the simulate this circuit is already tagged to the circuit, the workplace. That means model number 14. And now we want to just connect the circuit. Okay. Just place this emitter here. This voltmeter is here. This continuous block is here. This RLC is here, and this thyristor is here. Now this is your three-phase source ABC available in MATLAB simulation. This three-phase source is available in this form. That means you have to just select the three-phase source where the three terminal ABC are represented. And now just we try to connect the 6 thyristor in a proper manner. So we require 6 thyristor, is it not? So just create from this thyristor to another thyristor. That means from 1. This is your thyristor number 2. This is your thyristor number 3. Just we maybe create from this thyristor or maybe again drag from the Simulink library, whatever you may want. Okay. So I just create from here thyristor. So this one is your 5. This one is your 6. Now just tell me which are the positive cycle thyristor. Sorry, Rahul, which thyristor are the positive cycle? Just connect in upper leg thyristor number 1, 3 and 5 connected. Okay. So thyristor number 1, where is your thyristor number 1? Here. So just place here. And where is thyristor number 3? Is here. And where is thyristor number 5? Here. Okay. Thyristor number 2, 4 and 6. So just you rotate this one. Okay. So this is your thyristor number 1. Similarly, this is your thyristor number 2, 3.
3.
Thyristor number 3. And this is your thyristor number 5.
5.
So upper leg thyristor is your 1, 3, 5. And lower leg thyristor is your
4, 6, 2.
1 के साथ कौन सा thyristor आएगा? 4 ना? And 3 के साथ 6. And 5 के साथ 2. If you remember this actual circuit diagram. Now we just connect this thyristor. That means from this point to this point. Any more block we required here, or is it sufficient for our circuit design? Rahul? So just connect from this to this. And similarly, you connect the lower thyristor this point to this point. And from this point to this point. Anything we are missing here? Or is it sufficient for design the circuit? Rahul,
Yes,
so
sir.
this terminal A is connected from this point and terminal B is connected from this point. And similarly, the terminal C is connected to C. So this is your A. So whatever you may be, either a capital A or a small a. D, and this is your C. Is it not? Anything we are missing here? Next, we just connect the load
RLC.
RL. So from this RLC, how we can create RL?
So we have to remove the C.
C. How we can remove the C?
So from the property.
Property. So just click on this block. Okay. If you click on this block, so the circuit configuration here. That means here given to you types RLC. So if you click here in the row, different type of load characteristic given to you. That means according to your requirement, you may be select either resistive, inductive, capacitive, RL, RC, LC, and RL, RLC. You know. So we required RL. So just click here RL. So this one is consist of RL. Now, if you maybe put here the value of resistance, if you want to any specific resistance value, that means you type here simply, or otherwise it takes the by default value 1 ohm. Is it clear? If you supply any particular value of resistance, then you have to type here, otherwise it takes the default value 1. So if you want to suppose that put the resistance value 2 ohm, so just simply type 2. 20 ohm, just simply type 2. Similarly here inductance value is also given in millihenry 1 into 10 to the power minus 3. So if you want to put here inductance value is also in a specific value, then you just type here 5 millihenry. Okay, so just type here 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 and apply. And okay, so this one becomes the RL. C is your refuge. Okay. Now you just connect this RL load from this output of the control rectifier. Okay, so just rotate this one. Just connect this. You can connect from this one. Load is connected from the output terminal of the control rectifier. Is not connected in proper manner, that's why it's so red line. Just upward. Then if you again connect from this point to this point. Now it is connected. Again you have to put any specific value of source voltage. Then you just click on here and you maybe put any what is the amplitude value or RMS value or frequency here. So we just generally put here frequency 50 and amplitude value, that means VRMS. What is the RMS or RMS value? You may put any specific value, that means 440 volt, 3 phase. So just apply and okay. Okay. So anything we missing here or is it completed? Just tell me. How we can observe the output voltage, output current for this device?
So from the current measurement and voltage measurement.
Voltage measurement. So how we can observe this output voltage waveform and output current waveform? Through the oscilloscope, na? So just we required one scope here. And next things we missing here, that means this is thyristor, is it not? All these are thyristor. So we require the pulse generator. Without the pulse, this thyristor do not conduct. Okay. So we require pulse generator here, that means 6 pulse generator for thyristor 1 to 6. So we require to go to the again Simulink library, and Simulink library you have to go to the sync block. Okay. And in sync you may find various type of sync, that means a scope we required for waveform observation. So just add in model number 14. So I think a scope is available. Okay. Next pulse generator required. Okay, so again go to the library and just type here pulse generator. Okay, so this pulse generator again drag to the model number 14. Okay, so now again we create 6 number of pulse generator for the 6th thyristor. 6 pulse generator for the 6th thyristor. So just create here 6 pulse generator. So pulse generator 1 given to the pulse thyristor 1, pulse generator 3 given to the pulse thyristor 3, and pulse generator again 2 and 4 and 6 respectively. So just this one place here. Sorry. Pulse generator put here, and this pulse generator thyristor put here, and pulse generator 5 is put here, and pulse generator 2 is here. Okay, so this one is your 4, this one is your 6, and this one is your 2. Okay. So just again connect all the pulse generator with the respective thyristor. So this one for thyristor 1, this one for thyristor 2, this one for 5. And similarly, thyristor 4 is connected from the pulse generator 4, and 6 is connected from thyristor number 6. Okay. So now I think it is completed of the circuit diagram of the control rectifier. Okay. So just again go to the configuration of this power guy. So just click on this one. And go to the configure parameters and change from continuous to discrete. And sample time is taken as 50 microseconds. So apply. Okay. Okay. Now, so if you want to measure the load current I0 output current, so emitter is connected where? Output terminal पे emitter connect करना पड़ेगा at this instant. Is not. So emitter is connected from this point to this point. And from this point to load. Okay. The output of this emitter will be connected through the scope. So again, how many voltmeter required here for the input voltage, line voltage, and output voltage measurement? कितना वोल्टमीटर की जरूरत पड़ेगा? 4 वोल्टमीटर ना, लाइन वोल्टेज VAB, VBC, VCA, 3 emitter voltmeter required here for the supply voltage waveform measurement, or 1 voltmeter required for the output voltage measurement. Okay, that means this voltmeter you can connect here. So, now we just connect this emitter and voltmeter through the oscilloscope. Okay. So up to this point, anyone have in doubt, just ask me. Otherwise, we just stop here. And in the next class, we will observe the output voltage waveform and input voltage waveform. Have any problem up to this point? Hello.
No, sir.
So just output voltmeter and output to current measurement. So terminal just connected to through the scope. So just again go to the scope and click for the 2 number of axes. So go to the parameters setting here. Number of axes type here 2. So 2 number of axes is created in the oscilloscope. Okay. I think it's created. No. So just again go to the and change the number of axes of the oscilloscope to apply and OK. So 2 number of axes is created here. Okay. So the output voltage can connected here, and the output of the emitter can be connected through this one. Okay. I have not connected the input voltage wave for voltmeter. So if we connect the 3 voltmeter here, so again we create number of axes more in scope. Okay. So we can observe the waveform of the input and output voltage. If we suppose that, just try to see here, so 0.3, and then if you run this model, I think up to this point. So this model is your compiling, and if completed, then you maybe see the waveform of the output voltage and current. Is it not? So if you click on the scope, so you can just go to the auto scale. So this is the output voltage waveform. That means whatever I have shown in the earlier class, and the corresponding this one is your output current. So this one is your various type of output: VAB, VCA, VAB, and if you connect 3 voltmeter of this line voltage here and again here, so input voltage waveform variation you can also check here. Okay. So just we stop here, and in the next class we will discuss other things. Okay, or have anyone query anything? Akshay Kumar,
Yes, sir.
we should stop here or have any problem? Just
No,
ask me.
sir. Sir, I have
Okay.
understood whatever you have taught.
Okay, fine. So we just stop here. Is it not?
Okay, sir.